for you, but I will never be. I need you. Oh, I need you. Come to me.
Live entertainment at the Cotillion Ballroom. It's the second annual Thanksgiving Throwdown. A night this big needs two headliners, Trampled Underfoot and Moreland and Arbuckle. Don't miss this last chance holiday weekend concert and the farewell performance from Trampled Underfoot. 8 p.m. Friday, November 28th. Doors open at 7.
I don't know what to do. I've been thinking about you.
Now, this is music. The second annual Thanksgiving Throwdown. Trampled Underfoot and Moreland and Arbuckle. Two headliners, one great night.
Creeping down some county highway, living just outside.
Never miss a show. Visit our no-service fee box office. Buy online at thecotillion.com. Charge by phone 316-722-4201. Use our Facebook page or our iPhone app, available now on iTunes. 50-plus years of musical fun, the Cotillion Ballroom. Friday, November 28th, second annual Thanksgiving Throwdown. Moreland and Arbuckle and Trampled Underfoot at the Cotillion Ballroom.
The Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Here is Jiggy Jaguar.
Oh, it's the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience, live as live can get on Radio Xenu. Also, iHeartRadio today. We have a new setup, and this new setup I am not real happy with. But we will have to. Oh, it would help if I turn that camera on. There you go. Live today on Ustream, of course, 50-plus stations across the U.S. and Canada. Thanks for joining us today here on the Big Broadcast. And, of course, check us out at zeropointradio.com. That's K-Rock's radio out there in Casper, Wyoming. 92.3 FM and AM 1670. Also KFRK in Denver. KFRKdenver.com. As well as many other spots. And Sundays means the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. 2 to 4 Central, 3 to 5 Eastern, 12 to 2 Pacific, and 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.net. I am, of course, Jigman Freud, let's see, let's find a good one. The most mediocre radio personality in North Central Kansas. That's a good one. We'll use that. And today we've got some great studio guests. We are going to go to the telephones. Actually, we're going to go to the Skype-a-rooney and find out who's on the phone. See if they'll... There he is. Look at that.
Hi.
I believe it's Phil, and I'm going to butcher that last name. Baki?
I'm calling from Belgium.
Calling from Belgium.
Yeah,
I love
Belgium.
it. We're gonna let me do some checking here and get you up on the old Skype-a-rooney so people can see you and hear you and all that crap. But you are calling us from Belgium today. What time is it in Belgium right now?
At now it's 9 p.m. But
9 p.m. in Belgium.
I had to call, so I've been changing 1 hour.
Holy shnikes.
Something went wrong with the PST timer. I didn't know what it meant exactly, so...
Well, we got you now, so I'm almost there with the old Skype-a-rooney. There we go. People can now see you. They can now see you. They can now say hello to Phil. Now, Phil, tell me a little bit about your music. How'd you get started doing this music thing, my friend?
I think it's something like rock music, no? Isn't it?
You started out doing the good old rock music. Now, I've looked at your website. You have a fantastic website, by the way. It is available at baiki.b. Which I love the fact of .b. I need to get a .b domain.
Oh, B-E means Belgium,
yes.
Like,
Belgium. I've got to get a Belgium website. We've got to get JiggyJaguar.be. I've got to do that. I've got to do that today. Now you're on Facebook. You're also on YouTube as well. How has social media helped you or hurt you? Tell me about social media.
Oh, well, I don't know lots of things about social media. I tried, before that, I had label music and and all those sort of things were done by the label, and
Yes.
now I think you have to deal with social media. But I'm not quite good at it. I try to do it, but it's not that easy.
Yes. Yes. Well, it took me a little bit to get into it. I didn't understand what the hell Twitter was and Facebook and MySpace and all these things. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I learned over the years, and I got very good at it. But let's talk about your music. You do some really cool things. We're gonna play "Walk the Line" here in a few moments. Tell me about this. Is this like a Johnny Cash cover, or is this?
Yeah, I was sure you were going to ask me about. Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't even know that there was a song that was called "Walk the Line," and that was written by Johnny Cash. But afterwards, people told me, "Yeah, is it something to do with Johnny Cash?" And well, no. In fact, no. It's
No.
pure coincidence, you know.
It's pure
But
coincidence. That's awesome.
I've been here into to his song, that is a great song as well. Anyway, well, fine. But Johnny Cash is a great artist.
That's really cool that it was just pure coincidence.
Yeah,
that
it's
is,
pure
that is
coincidence. I
fantastic.
swear.
That is fantastic. Now, tell me about the writing process for this song. What was "Walk the Line" like for you? When did you write it? And tell me all about it.
I've been working shortly in I'm an artist, so it's really difficult to live just on music. So sometimes I've got some small jobs, and I've been working for a big company where they do money. You know, they just I don't know how you say it in English, but it's like it's a bit like stock exchange.
That's awesome.
Well, they do money with money, and I was looking to all of these guys. They were doing their best to stay in that company, but they have to shut their gaps, you know, because if they would open it, it meant out of the firm, and they were well paid, but they had for me, they had no life anymore.
That's
because
awesome.
they were just they had to do that to keep all those advantages.
That's awesome. We've got now. How do you pronounce your name? Did I get it right? Is it Baki?
Baiki, like
Baiki.
buy, verb.
Baiki.
Okay. Baiki.
Baiki.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome. I'm learning new things here. I'm learning how to speak Belgium a little bit.
Yeah, Belgium, but
I'll be able to get a Belgium waffle later. You probably heard that many times. That's horrible. I hate that joke.
From a Polish word. This Polish word is bajki, and it means tales in Polish.
Okay, well that's good. Well, we're gonna do this. Hold on the line. I'm gonna pause the phone call here, so I can play this "Walk the Line," and then we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna continue speaking with you, my friend. So just hold the line. Don't go anywhere. We wanna put you on hold, and we're gonna play this "Walk the Line." It's a music video. We're gonna put it up here on the old Ustream, so people can hear it and see it. We're back after this here on the World Famous.
Don't tell me your life is drab. You picked up the job, so pick up the tab. Credit card, business car. Keep in mind the doors ajar. All you can get is what you can grab. A few more bob will shut your gab. You do fine, or you do resign. Hold your tongue and walk the line. Walk, walk, you should walk. Walk the company line. Walk, walk, you should walk. Walk the company line. Don't cross the line, stay in line. Walk, walk the company card, credit card. If you leave, you won't go far. Walk, walk, you should walk. Walk the company line. Walk, walk, you should walk. Walk the company line. Walk, walk, you should walk. Walk the company line. Walk, walk. Don't cross the line. Stay. Walk, walk the company line. Smile. Be a yes man. Fine. That's the company style. So walk the line. Talk the line. Eat the line of the company style. Fine. That's a good boy. Walk, walk the company line. Wall Street banking, credit, stock exchange, the complete range. Finance, win-win strategy, hard cash, business crash, keep the change. Don't cross the line, stay in line. Walk, walk the company line. Smile, be a yes man. Fine, that's the company style. You should walk the line, talk the line, eat the line of the company style. Fine, that's a good boy.
Hi again.
There he is. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, yes, I hear you.
Look at that. I wasn't on the air for about 10 seconds, so you missed that question. That's awesome. I love Skype. It's fantastic. Now, and no, that is not an endorsement for Skype. That is me being angry at the Skype. Now, at the end of the music video, you're out in the middle of nowhere, basically, because you've walked the line. Is that was that the message you were trying to get out there, or what's the message you were trying to get out?
Well, the message is that you walk the line, and when it stops, you can't do anything. You just stuck somewhere, and I wanted to show someone that was stuck somewhere because he doesn't have a way. He doesn't have any line to follow.
That's awesome. That's a fantastic, fantastic message, my friend. What else do you have coming up the next several months? Are you going to be playing any gigs anywhere that people should be aware of? Are you going on any tours, in anything of that nature?
Yeah, but we're going to play in Europe mainly because, well, as I told you, I'm living in Belgium. Belgium is the small country where Brussels is. Maybe you've heard about.
Yes, yes. I believe the great actor Jean-Claude Van Damme is from Brussels.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, he comes from Brussels. Yeah.
Okay.
I live 40 kilometers south of Brussels in a small village.
I basically have because I know so little about things overseas. I have nicknamed myself Jiggy Jaguar, the Ugly American. So just just don't mind me. I have little references here and there. That's like the only thing I know about Mexico is Mexican food and lucha libre professional wrestling. That's it. The only thing I know about Brazil is soccer and jiu-jitsu. So there's when you say Belgium, I think of waffles, and now I will think of you. And when you say Brussels, I think of Jean-Claude Van Damme. So that's it. That's pretty much that's my education on the world.
Yes. Yeah, that's about globalization.
Well, now when you do music now, do you do music as a side hobby, or do you do this as a? Because you mentioned that you work on kind of the stock exchange or whatever over there. You work in the financial sector. So do you do this music thing as like a side thing, or how does that work for you?
Most of the time, I play music.
That's cool.
But sometimes I'm starving, and I've got a family as well.
Oh,
I've got
okay.
children and a wife, and they want to eat sometimes. It's
So you do the stock thing to take care of the family and the wife, and then you and then you go out and you play music for the heck of it, and you do it as your kind of your gig.
Yeah, well, I try to play more often I can, but I sometimes have to find money. Well, with music, sometimes I got a bit of money, but well, it's not sufficient, to live.
By the way, and if people are watching us on the old Ustream, or they're watching us on JiggyJaguar.net, Phil's background is incredible. I love. Is that a speaker hanging on the wall behind you there, sir? What is going on there? You've got a couple windows behind you. I'm fascinated by the background there in the Skype.
I'm in the living room here.
You're in the living room.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that are those windows, or is that front door?
Yeah.
What is that behind you?
That's windows.
Okay.
And up you've got
surround sound speakers in your house.
Yeah. 2 speakers as well. Yeah.
Look at that. That's awesome. Well, I'm kind of like a 4-year-old. If I see something shiny, I'm like, oh, we got to talk about it. So, thank you for the tour there of the mini tour of Phil's living room. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Now, Phil, I enjoy your music. How do we find you on the internet? Is it basically the website I gave earlier? Or is there a better place to go? Are you on iTunes and all that?
Well, I'm on. I've got some videos on YouTube and.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll send
videos. I will send a message to you so that you can discover the other ones.
Yes.
There was this one. It was in French because on this album there are 2 languages, French and English.
Awesome.
Because my mother tongue is French, so I speak half of the time. I sing in French. Half of the time I sing in English.
That's awesome. Well, good.
If you want to check out my website, you'll see that there are half of my tracks are in French, and the translations are on it for
That's
people.
Cool. That's cool. I don't know a lot of international artists that provide translations, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that for people like me.
French are pretty engaged as well.
I don't know Belgium. What is the language you guys speak over there? Is it Belgian, or is it French or Polish, or? Once again, I'm Jiggy Jaguar, the Ugly American. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but you do. So fill us in.
But we are obliged because it's a very small country. So
yes.
if you drive 1 hour and a half east, you go to Germany. So you've got to go to speak German.
The home of Rammstein.
North, you speak Dutch. If you go south, you speak French. And if you go west, you speak English. So
wow, look at that!
Well,
talk about being in the wrong neighborhood. Good Lord! Wow! You go one side you're speaking French, you go one side you're speaking English, and you go one side you're speaking Germany. Wow!
Yeah, and if you go south, you're going to speak Spanish or Italian or Portuguese.
Wow!
And if you go east further east, you speak Polish or Russian. And if you go north, you speak Norwegian or Swedish. You've got plenty of languages in Belgium, in Europe.
If
you have 2 languages.
If
North
anybody...
Flemish and South is French.
Wow! If anybody ever wanted to get some type of odd revenge against me, they would kidnap me and drop me off in that direction, spin me around 3 or 4 times, take the blindfold off, and push me in a direction. I'd never be able to get back to a civilization. I would be screwed. Phil, thanks for being on with us. I really enjoyed the conversation, and I definitely want to have you back. And next time we get you on, we'll make sure that we get the time zones lined up right. Now that I know kind of how your time zone lined up with the fact that it's like 9 o'clock at night there, I'll be able to figure this out next time. So I apologize for that, but I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for being on, sir.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you. Wonderful night.
Oh, wonderful evening. Yes. I'm the day. You're the evening. See, once again, I like to say that I'm half idiot and half Jamaican, and then I go not Jamaican, just full idiot. So, Phil, thanks for being with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, sir. Phil, Bikey? That's it. I don't know. Go back and listen to the interview. We're going to post it on our website at jiggyjaguar.com or jiggyjaguar.net, and then we'll probably put it on .com too. See, at some point I'm going to have to merge these 2 websites. That's just what it comes down to, because we do the Daily Show, which is 2 to 5 Central, 3 to 6 Eastern, Monday through Friday. And that's jiggyjaguar.com. And then we do the Sunday show, which is jiggyjaguar.net, which is 2 to 4 Central. So it's a hell of a deal. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to talk to our studio guests. And see, they are from this continent. So I won't feel as bad if I screw things up. I'll just be like, I'm just an idiot. With this guy, I kind of feel bad because he seems like he's a world traveler and he's a savant and he's like the kind of guys you read about in romance novels and things like that. Me, I'm just an idiot. So we're going to take time out. Here's Frank Catolo to tell you a little bit more about me. And we'll be back here in a few moments here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. By the way, if you want to get a hold of Phil, you can listen to some of his music at SoundCloud.com. And you're going to have to spell his name. It's Philbaiki. We've got more when we come back. Here's Frankie to tell you a little bit more about Jigman Freud. We're back here in a few moments.
Oh, well, the jig, the jig is a jag. Oh, well, the jig, the jig is a jag. Oh, well, the jig, the jig is a jag. Jig, jig, jag, jig.
Are you interested in starting a home-based business? Now, if I could show you how to generate $2,500 every week from home by simply advertising a phone number without ever having to sell, convince or explain anything to anyone, plus receive professional team leaders to call and close all your prospects for you. Would it be worth 3 minutes of your time? Our system is 100% guaranteed to earn you an income, or we pay you $1,000 in cash. Call 760-263-6008 right now for our $2,500 per week system. That's 760-263-6008. Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. Kayla was on her way to the first day of school in Jacksonville, Florida. Monday morning when she was hit head-on by a driver with a suspended license. She worked 3 jobs all summer to buy her car and only got to drive it for 2 days. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt, but please be careful on the roads. There are a lot of new students out there on their way to and from school. GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. Check it out today. It's GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. We'll spell it for you. GoFundMe.com/FIRSTDAYWRECK. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
The Jiggy Jaguar Experience is brought to you by Final Frontier Radio. FinalFrontierRadio.com, the rock station.
Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. It's a fantastic Indiegogo campaign. Check out indiegogo.com. Search Portable Solar Charger Auto Tracking Mount. Amazing Kickstarter project, a lean, green tracking machine. It's also a portable solar charger. They've got some great rewards over there. You can help these guys for as little as $1. Come on, everybody's got $1. Alexandria, Ohio is where this is based. Dave Weaver is back with us. He's a retired Coast Guard warrant engineer, and he likes to make things, mostly yard toys for granddaughters. He makes air cannons, roller coasters, water balloon launchers, and anything that will help keep them coming back on the weekends. You love those girls. And water balloon launcher, it's an amazing invention. However, it is fantastic that he's wanting to help out the environment here. He's always had a fascination with solar power, both active and passive, so much that he's converted his barn into a giant passive solar absorber that is amazing. We've seen it. It's amazing. Good stuff. He's constructed a polycarbonate wall with aluminum extended frame 6 inches in front of the garage door, but flush with the exterior. When the temperature in the void exceeds 90 degrees, the garage door opens, exposing a wall of black corrugated steel. The heat is more than sufficient to heat the workplace. Propane heater takes the chill off the very cold days. It's a great marketing campaign, and we thank you for supporting that. Check out Indiegogo.com and search for the Polar Solar Charger. And thanks for listening to us here on Transmedia Worldwide.
When you need an office, whether it's for a home-based business or you're an entrepreneur with an established corporation looking for a new space, SouthernOfficeSpace.com has options for everyone. SouthernOfficeSpace.com is a free service with no setup cost, finder's fees, or obligation ever. They're completely impartial and here to help you find the perfect office space solution for your needs. SouthernOfficeSpace.com offers a wide range of services, including executive suites and furnished office space for rent or lease, which are move-in ready with amenities that you're looking for, such as parking spaces, meeting rooms, reception areas, and kitchen facilities. SouthernOfficeSpace.com can help you with a virtual office, which is perfect for anyone looking for a cost-effective option without actually having a physical office location. Whatever your office space needs, SouthernOfficeSpace.com can help you. They offer total market coverage from coast to coast. They work with offices of any size and can accommodate any business. Visit their website, SouthernOfficeSpace.com, or call them directly toll-free at 888-883-4922. 888-883-4922. SouthernOfficeSpace.com.
TalkRadioX.com, the leader of streaming talk radio. They're live with Live Talk Radio, 661-349-8255. Check them out on iTunes Radio. Here's what nationally syndicated talk show host Ed Dill had to say about Talk Radio X.
That's just hack, pathetic emptiness. That's what it is. And, you know...
Check out the schedule and show lineup at TalkRadioX.com. Also, find them on Facebook at Facebook.com/TalkRadioX. Here's what people are saying about the lineup at Talk Radio X.
Dan or Tyler and all these guys, Daryl, and all these weirdos. Everybody was a weirdo. No.
Follow them on Twitter at TalkRadioX. Check it out today, TalkRadioX.com. That's a great promo.
Have it all. I don't want to hear from these people anymore. I really don't. I couldn't care less.
I love it. Let's see here. There we are. Welcome back to the big broadcast, coast to coast and boda to boda. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Doing the damn thing as always from a fabulous, fabulous Sunday. SRN, the Spirit of South York at 148.ca is our Canadian affiliate. Yes, we are live in Canada today. Let's see, I need to find a good one. Where is it? Because I always have to have a nickname before we go back on the air. It's just something someone is... Let's see, I could do... Let's see... The Psycho Pervert from Hell. That's a good one. I haven't been called that in a long time. Another one... Let's see, where's... I get it. I should just do one per break because they're... The leading cause of lesbianism in this country? I don't know. That's another good one. That's what I've been called a few times. But it is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Live as live can get. Sports Radio 101 The Puck in Denver, Colorado. Yes, for about 10 years we've been carried on a sports radio station in Denver, Colorado, and we never talk sports on this show. So who knows? I guess it's filler at this point. I don't know. But we've got some fantastic guests in the studio. Before we get to them, you want to look up these... Phil Bakke character. He is on, we are slowly but surely uploading the video that I did with him to jiggyjaguar.net. So if you're so inclined, go over there and look that up. He looked like a younger version of Patrick Stewart from the Star Trek The Next Generation. I don't know why I thought that. That let's see, what was his name? Liam Neeson? No, not Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's Darkman, which nobody remembers that show. But we've got in studio with us. I'm gonna go ahead and let Emma introduce herself. Or is that what is your stage name? Because I know you from Facebook.
Yeah, Emma Lou.
Emma Lou.
That's my stage name. And the full band's name would be Emma Lou and the Rednecks.
And the Rednecks.
But today it's just Emma Lou with Miss Magic Fingers over here, Adriana on the guitar.
Adriana, how are you, Adriana?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Kind of nervous.
The question is, Jiggy, how are you doing?
Well, with the new setup, not well. But I'm glad that we've got you guys in studio today. I think that's awesome.
We're glad to be here.
Thank you.
Now, how did you guys get together as musicians? Did this?
You won't believe it.
Okay.
It's almost surrealistic. It's almost like it's only happened in the movies, but no, it happens in real life too.
Okay.
Go ahead, you tell it.
I met her through this webpage of Poker Stars.
Poker Stars.
I was playing poker.
Yes, that is awesome.
I told you it will be surrealistic. And
Poker Stars, baby.
I was playing Poker Stars, and I never, ever, chat with anybody there. I just play, and that's it. And then all of a sudden, we start chatting, and we, exchange this messenger address, and we start talking, and one time I hear her singing.
Yes.
And I said, well, I like to play the guitar, I like to do music, so the idea came to me.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And now it's been about 6 years that we've been doing this. So I guess you could just say it all started with PokerStars.com and then a paper and a couple of strings on a guitar.
Yeah, and during these 6 years, it hasn't been easy at all because we're doing this by ourselves.
Yeah.
No sponsors, no nothing. So basically,
well, we did have a few sponsors for the album, but as far as we are not under contract, we are not signed, we are totally independent.
That's cool.
And in a way, we really do enjoy that because then we're the ones calling the shots, and we're the ones that get to say yes or no or haha, not for that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's slow sometimes, but I think, I don't know, we are learning and everything, so I think it's kind of cool. I like it.
We've learned a lot, and we've developed a very great friendship through it too. So
That's cool. That's cool.
I feel like I'm a very blessed person.
I am too.
But if you would have asked me 7 years ago, well, go ahead and start singing and writing songs, I would have been like, haha, you're crazy. I don't think there's enough alcohol in the world for that.
Now, you guys, I just find that fascinating. You met on Poker Stars. That is awesome.
I told you.
Most musicians get together on Craigslist. They're like, well, we needed a drummer, we needed a bass player, or whatever.
Go to Poker Stars and then begin to promote yourself. I play drums, and maybe somebody in Belgium or Germany is going to be like, I do that, so maybe I can go to Kansas.
There you go.
Canada out of that. You never know. There might be some
There might be some
Slingers in Canada too, you know.
a stick slinger. That's awesome. We've got I've never heard that. We've got a new phrase we have to stick in the lexicon. All drummers moving forward have to be known as stick slingers. That's awesome. Well, Ross Long, formerly of this radio show, when we were in Salina, before he moved to Colorado, he I don't know why he did this, but he started referring to all hot women as perv magnets, and that is stuck now. And the only reason hot women get referred to as perv magnets is because you attract all the pervs.
Is that true?
So,
in some parts,
you could be a perv magnet. That's like I went last night to see Kelly Hunt in McPherson, Kansas, at the McPherson Opera House. We went and we did an interview with her, and then we stayed for the show. And there were all these elderly, I wouldn't say elderly women, but I would say 50s, 60s, up dancing around thinking they were all sexy. And I've coined the term past their prime perv magnets, because they thought they were sexy, but nobody else thought they were sexy. Geriatric perv magnet, octogenarian perv magnet, something.
And then we'll just be the double duo perv magnet.
Double duo perv magnets. That you can do T-shirts. It'll take off. It'll be fantastic. New promotional deal. Now, you guys got together and started putting music together. Did you guys start out as writing original music, or was it all covers, or how did all that take shape? And
well, we started out just kind of doing covers, and then we had a band that was promoting at the time called 8 Seconds, and they said, well, we really want you to do some opening up for us, but you need to have at least 7 original songs.
Wow.
And once again, I looked at them, and this was about 2 years into it, and I was like, haha, you're crazy. I look like I write music, you know. And so that's kind of where we started playing around with it. The very first year that I did writing, the very first song that I wrote is called No More, and
that's cool.
It's a song in reference to domestic violence, and a guy that was writing a book about domestic violence had a name in the chapter of the book called No More. So
that's
he had
cool.
us come up to his domestic violence booth at the fair and sing. And so I don't know, it's just kind of grown from there to where I really do enjoy the writing. It's kind of my therapy session. You know, to me it's I just go into my tranquil area. And,
that's cool.
And Miss Adriana helps me a lot with the composition of it. And she does a wonderful job, and we make I think, a great team, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And we just want to get our message out there.
That's cool.
This team works fine. It's just that, you know, the inspiration comes over. It's not that you have to program yourself and say, well, I'm going to work in a song from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., you know. The inspiration comes over anytime, anywhere.
Normally when I'm trying to sleep because I'm really tired.
And sometimes she's like, she calls me or knocks at my door at 3 a.m. in the morning and is like, oh, I have this. What do you think about it? And I want this sound. And it's like, yeah, okay, let me...
As a matter of fact, we were doing that at 3 o'clock this morning, weren't we?
Yeah. So it's kind of when the inspiration hits, and then
that's awesome.
And sometimes it's not easy. I mean, I have to say this: she doesn't play an instrument per se, so she just came with the lyrics and the idea of how she wanted to sound. So she tells that to me, and then I work from there. Like, okay, let's put this music here behind and then I present to her the product, and if she likes it, if she modifies, because I mean, finally, it's her song. I mean, her lyrics.
Yeah.
So she's the one who's gonna be singing it and feeling it, you know. So, but I think we have been working really, really good.
That's cool.
I enjoy it a lot. You know, it's definitely fun, and I really do. I've learned to just really enjoy the writing aspect of it, because there is messages that you can put out there, and one of the things that I really want to do is empower women. I want them to understand that it's okay to feel all the range of emotions that you feel.
Yeah.
That's why we are given those emotions. why we have those.
But that came in the old country. I'm sorry.
Chevron green.
Now, do you guys have a song you want to do for us here real quick?
Yeah, that would be great. We would love to. We're actually promoting our first album called 12 Long right now, and we would
That's
like
cool.
to do one of the songs on it that we're promoting off of it, and it's called The Last Tear I Cried. And I think if you listen to it, it's pretty much self-explanatory as far as how is it going and what it's heading to, but it's a pretty cool song. We get a lot of really good feedback from it, so hope you guys
Here
enjoy.
we go.
Once again, here I am, wondering why I gave all I can to a meaningless man. He looked into my eyes, was all out of love. But I'm not gonna lie, this looks like stains my eyes. I wish I could say that the stars went away. The damage you've done, you sit with the sun. The real ones, they don't hear the soon. With each year I do, I'll be better than you. And you'll stay the same with your bit of shine. When I say goodbye, it was the last tear I cried. I wanna cry, tears only fill my eyes. We said goodbye after all, so they never fall. You touched me too much, baby. That love drove me crazy. But when my love bites, the heart only dies. I wish I could say that the scars went away. The damage you've done, you sit with the sun. The reopened wounds, they don't heal up that soon. With each year I do, I'll get better than you. You'll stay the same with your bit of shine. When I say goodbye, it was the last tear I cried. These boots are for the walking, these eyes are for the talking, and this heart no longer belongs to you. I wish I could say that the stars went away. The damage you've done, you sit with the sun. The reopened wounds, they don't heal up that soon. With each year I do, I'll get better than you. And you'll stay the same with your bit of shine. When I say goodbye, it was the last tear I cried. The last tear I
Awesome.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to chat a little bit more with these two and have them play a couple more songs for us today. We're also going to be talking about our big remote coming up in October that we're going to be doing from Polly's Productions in Wichita, Kansas. We'll talk about that as well when we come back here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Check us out live on TuneIn. Search for Radio Xenu, also JiggyJaguar.net for live video, and Ustream audio and video and all that cool stuff. So we've got more when we come back here on the program.
Giving a new meaning to the phrase, Going to bed is hard to do. This is the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Network.
Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. Kayla was on her way to the first day of school in Jacksonville, Florida. Monday morning when she was hit on head-on by a driver with a suspended license. She worked 3 jobs all summer to buy her car and only got to drive it for 2 days. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt, but please be careful on the roads. There are a lot of new students out there on their way to and from school. GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. Check it out today. It's GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. We'll spell it for you. GoFundMe.com/FIRSTDAYWRECK. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Looking for a new place to rent in Australia? Whether you're looking for a home for your vacation, your international travels, or if you're a student, searching for your ideal new home just became easier. Rentwith.com is your ultimate rental searching tool and will show you only the best accommodation on offer in any Australian city or suburb, whilst tailoring to your specific budget and requirements. From apartments and villas to houses and beyond, you can be sure that Rentwith.com will point you in the direction of your dream home. Put your feet up in the Down Under, holiday homes, student units, and more at Rentwith.com.
Check out the RadioDanShow.net. That's www.radiodanshow.net. It's the home of the Radio Dan Show and switching channels, covering movies, television, and other life-altering issues. Here's what nationally syndicated talk show host Ed Till had to say about Radio Dan.
A guy calls himself Radio Dan. I mean, I wouldn't know this guy if I bumped into him on a subway. But seriously, you want to be a broadcaster and your name is Radio Dan? Is it 1939?
It's the Radio Dan Show, heard on 104.9 FM in Modesto, California, and online at TalkRadioX.com. That's TalkRadioX.com. Here's what more people are saying about the Radio Dan Show.
Just the entertainment value of the program, zero. And I listen, you don't know how sincere they are about sucking.
Check out what you've been missing at RadioDanShow.net. Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. It's a fantastic Indiegogo campaign. Check out INDIEGOGO.com. Search Portable Solar Charger Auto Tracking Mount. Amazing Kickstarter project, a lean, green tracking machine. It's also a portable solar charger. They've got some great rewards over there. You can help these guys for as little as $1. Come on, everybody's got $1. Alexandria, Ohio is where this is based. Dave Weaver is back with us. He's a retired Coast Guard warrant engineer, and he likes to make things, mostly yard toys for granddaughters. He makes air cannons, roller coasters, water balloon launchers, and anything that will help keep them coming back on the weekends. You love those girls. And water balloon launcher, it's an amazing invention. However, it is fantastic that he's wanting to help out the environment here. He's always had a fascination with solar power, both active and passive, so much that he's converted his barn into a giant passive solar absorber that is amazing. We've seen it. It's amazing. Good stuff. He's constructed a polycarbonate wall with aluminum extended frame 6 inches in front of the garage door, but flush with the exterior. When the temperature in the void exceeds 90 degrees, the garage door opens, exposing a wall of black corrugated steel. The heat is more than sufficient to heat the workplace. Propane heater takes the chill off the very cold days. It's a great marketing campaign, and we thank you for supporting that. Check out Indiegogo.com and search for the Polar Solar Charger. And thanks for listening to us here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Find the perfect gift for the man in your life is not always easy to do. I want to tell you about wrenchwear.com. Wrenchwear.com offers unique and very special gifts for the gearheads and fishermen you know and love. They have plates, bowls, utensils, jewelry, cups, glasses, and more. Do you want to give a present that'll be remembered and actually used by the man in your life? Then you need to visit wrenchwear.com today. Wrenchwear.com. Free shipping on orders over $25 in the United States.
And now here's Jiggy Jaguar, live from Hutchinson, Kansas.
Oh, yes. It is a world-famous Jiggy Jaguar experience back here live on Radio Xenu. Also, God, everywhere else. iHeartRadio, Radio Loyalty, and getting ready to do the damn thing today with, we've got two fabulous guests with us still in studio. We're going to go back to them here in a few moments. We want to talk about this fantastic remote that we're going to do from Wichita, Kansas, coming up in October. It is going to be this thing is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. Polly's Productions in Wichita, Kansas is going to host us for our October 26th live remote. We did our last live remote last week from Wichita. We were at where the hell was that? The Crow's Nest. And we had Jennifer Wynn, who is running for mayor of Wichita, on. We also had Mike Game in the building, and that was a hell of a deal. But Polly's Productions is 1119 West Douglas in Wichita, Kansas. And Polly'sProductions.com is the official website. We're going to be there October 26th. We've got some interesting guests lined up. We're going to be chatting with Ballistic and his offspring, Damian Styles, who is a fantastic little musician in his own right. We're also going to be chatting with, of course, Mike Game. He'll be there. He'll be there yelling and screaming about something. God knows what it is. And then we're going to be, Terrence Hayes will be there, or as I've nicknamed him, the funniest man in America. He'll be in the building. And hopefully, and I don't know, the last week we tried to get them on, but they had some issues and we couldn't get them on. But I'm hoping High Five for Fisting will be in the building at Polly's Productions, which is 1119 West Douglas in Wichita, Kansas. That's going to be fantastic. And if you want to get more information, Polly'sProductions.com. We'll be streaming live video and live audio on Radio Xenu and, of course, KJagRadio.com that day. We're not on KJag most of the time when we do the Sunday show, but we will be when we do our live remote from Polly's Productions. And I want to thank Chris Hightower for our... Chris Hightower? Lee Hightower? Chris Lee Hightower? I don't know. Somebody named Hightower set this up. So, thank you, Mr. Hightower. So we'll get that going. And also, if you want to get a hold of us on the Facebook, you can do so, facebook.com/The Jiggy Jaguar. And hell of a deal today. We've got the fantastic remote coming up. Also, next week, what the hell do we have next week? I think we have Kevin Sieg coming in next week, because it's a first of the... He always comes in the first of every month. And last month he came in, he decided that he was a blues musician. Then he came in the next week and he became a Christian musician. Now he wants to do a show, which, by the way, we're working on. This is another announcement that I want to talk about. We are actually working on this. I can't believe this is coming true. I often just say crap on this show that people pick up on, and apparently November 16th, Is it the 16th? November 16th or the 23rd, one of the two. And at the Crow's Nest in Wichita, Kansas, we are attempting to put together the celebrity roast of me. We're going to have all sorts of comedians, all sorts of rappers. We're going to have people coming out and saying just horrible, god-awful things about me for everyone's entertainment. And Nick McEwen and the 33 will be playing live. And, yes, Kevin Sieg is going to be there. And he is going to attempt, and I don't know why he's going to do this, but he's going to play the keyboard with his face, among other parts of his body. And I don't know why he wants to, but he does. And he wants to, he's going to change his name that night. He won't be Kevin Sieg. He will be known as Papa Chubbs, whatever the hell that means. And, it sounds very entertaining, yes. The facial pianist, yes. He played the piano with his face here in studio a couple months ago, and then he wanted to do it live. And Nick McEwen, who plays in the band The 33, was listening to the show at the time, and he hits me up in the Radio Xenu chat room, and he's like, "We've got to put this together." So apparently someone has decided that they're going to put this together. I don't want to have anything to do with it. But, we also are going to have belly dancers that night. And guys eating fire. And all sorts of other just crap. So, I don't know. That's supposedly being put together for November, but the big thing is Paulie's Productions, 1119 West Douglas on the 26th of October. That'll be our next live remote. So, and hopefully we can get Pip from Radio Xenu to come out and say hello. But let's go back. Emma, now you're Emma and the Rednecks. Where are the actual Rednecks, or is it just you two right now? Are you recruiting Rednecks? Are you actively recruiting Rednecks? Is that what's going on?
Whenever you're in a band, you're actively recruiting at all times. But as of right now, there is no Rednecks. It's just Adrian and I. We do.
That's cool.
We travel light. We do acoustic shows. As of right now, a full band is just a lot of work and a lot of time, and we just haven't had much time to deal with that because we just got our first album out, and we're trying to focus on getting ready for the second one, trying to promote the first one.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's cool.
When you go involved in 5 and 6 other people and all of that, that can be kind of overwhelming.
Yes, very much
I like
so.
the KISS method. Keep it simple, sweetie.
Keep it simple. There you go. Now, you guys have been doing a lot of different things. You've been playing around the area. You did Pizzacos very recently. I think you did Third Thursday at one point.
Yes, we did.
What's been some of the reaction that people have been giving you guys when they come out and hear your music and see you guys perform live?
Great.
I think we really do receive a lot of very positive feedback, a lot of positive construction, of things that maybe could be good to
That's
help
cool.
us. And I always really appreciate that, because that's what we're there for. That we're there to entertain the crowd and to keep them dancing, happy, crying, laughing, whatever, And
yeah.
so when you know that someone comes up and they say, hey, that song really got to me, or you guys sound wonderful, or you guys make a great team, or I love your stage presence, that's always great. You always love to get the good feedback, and sometimes you hear things that maybe you don't necessarily want to hear, but then you can also learn from that too and implement the parts of that you think can be more advantageous to you.
That's cool. Now, you guys have this have a new record you're putting together right now. Is that what's going on, or are you guys writing the new record?
Well, we're trying to get it all set up to where we can go ahead and start cutting of it in December.
Yeah.
So we're kind of doing a little bit of both. I like
That's
to
cool.
work under pressure, I guess, because I'm writing the songs right now that are still going on it, because I think each time I write, it's like, ooh, maybe that one would be better. So now let's get that one finished up, because I kind of like that one better than this one. So we're kind of doing both, just writing as we're going and learning as we're going.
Well, we have a set right now, like about 6 songs.
Well, we're basically at 8 songs right now, and we want to put 10 on it. So 8 that I'm wanting, but that's what I'm saying. there's some that I could put on there, but there's others that's like, I don't know, I think I want to write this for this album, you know, because it's going to be called Rebound and Grace.
Yeah.
And I just think it needs to say what I want it to say for Rebound and Grace. And that, you know, it's okay for women to rebound. And
That's
it's
cool.
okay to do it with grace.
That's cool. That's really cool. Now, you guys were doing a sound check earlier, and I don't know if this is a real song. It will rank right up there with one of my favorite songs from local bands. There was a guy, and I wish we could get him in here. He was some high school guy that I seen at the Metro, and he did a song called Butt Dial. and
That's cool.
You guys were doing a song earlier when you were tuning up, and something about you sticking someone in the trunk.
Yeah, trunk.
Is that a real song?
It is.
If that is a real song, that will be the biggest hit.
It is.
You guys.
It's a song, and I wrote it, and Adriana composed it, and we actually had another friend of ours from Kansas City that helped us with some of the composing of that song there.
Hello, Bill.
Yes, I did that. We miss you.
It's a song. It's a real song.
It's a real song.
And the thing is, when she come up with the lyrics, well, we were trying to make this like kind of funny in the way, because I mean the song is like mean. Well, you're gonna stop somebody in the trunk, but I mean we try to make it like funny, so we put the sound of bluegrass in it.
Oh, that's good.
But just for make the long story really short, the idea came from a girl that we met in a stop in a convenience store on 50 Highway, and she was putting the Christmas trees decorations, and then she come up with the idea that she wanted to put a bird backwards, upside down.
She came up to me, she says, do you see that bird over there on that Christmas tree? I'm like, yeah. She says, I want to put it upside down. I'm like, why? And she says, because it reminds me of my ex-husband, and I used to have to stuff him in the trunk.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, sweetie, you got to tell me a little bit more about the story. So I guess he would go out and get totally intoxicated and mess around on her, and she would find him, and then she would put him in the trunk and take him home.
So
there's got to be some kind of a way to add some humor to
wow.
this song.
So I mean, you can imagine, I mean, how many stories you have out there that you can make songs from those. This is one of them.
Well, I just think this is great, because what's funny about this is at one point, and it happened actually this summer, I needed a ride out to a business meeting, and one of our show regulars here, thank God she's not here today, Jennifer the Hood Rat, gave me a ride out there, but she had all these, of course, she's one of these typical females that has to have 35 million douchebags around with her at all times.
Oh.
So they didn't have any room in the car for me, and so what they did is they told Sammy, who is this, who's another odd individual, and she's even odder after this. They said, well, Sammy, you might have to ride in the trunk. So she did. She got in the trunk. We drove all the way out to the Rusty Needle. I jumped out of the car. Sammy jumped out of the trunk, jumped in the back seat, and they drove away.
You left her in there.
We should have left her in the trunk. That would have been hilarious. But so is this song gonna be? Is this available on a CD, or are you writing this for the new CD, or?
This is planning on going on the Rebound and Grace, the second album.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm super excited about the second album, because I think our writing and the way we are composing and our song creativity has just took on a new measure with the Rebound and Grace album. So that's why I'm saying I'm just really super excited about it. And yeah. So, you know, just the song is not meant to be offensive. It is meant to be comical.
But it was based on a true story.
Yes.
I'll tell you, some of this music, if we ever, when we do Concerts for a Cause, I think we need to do one night where we benefit like the Reno County Sexual Assault Center and have you guys sing this song about putting men in the trunk.
Hey, you know what?
That would be
totally be down with that.
Fantastic. Well, let's do this. It's top of the hour. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I want to have you guys do a couple songs for us. So we're going to take a quick time out here. When we come back, we are going to, and maybe we'll get them to do trunk at some point this afternoon.
Sure.
We will take a quick time out here on Radio Xenu and the rest of our network. We'll be back here in a few moments here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience.
Jiggy Jaguar.
Hennessy, Grey Goose, Lortan, Percocet, everybody jacking that. Hennessy, Grey Goose, Lortan, Percocet, I'm cheese, everybody jacking
www.jiggyjaguar.com.
watching Jiggy Jag TV.
Jiggy Jaguar.
Hey, Bruce.
Pop my shit. Get close to my shit and you pop this one, and I'll see you. I'm gonna kill you.
Jiggy Jaguar.
Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. Kayla was on her way to the first day of school in Jacksonville, Florida. Monday morning when she was hit on head-on by a driver with a suspended license. She worked 3 jobs all summer to buy her car and only got to drive it for 2 days. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt, but please be careful on the roads. There are a lot of new students out there on their way to and from school. GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. Check it out today. It's GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. We'll spell it for you. GoFundMe.com/FIRSTDAYWRECK. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Looking for a new place to rent in Australia? Whether you're looking for a home for your vacation, your international travels, or if you're a student, searching for your ideal new home just became easier. Rentwith.com is your ultimate rental searching tool and will show you only the best accommodation on offer in any Australian city or suburb, whilst tailoring to your specific budget and requirements. From apartments and villas to houses and beyond, you can be sure that Rentwith.com will point you in the direction of your dream home. Put your feet up in the Down Under, holiday homes, student units, and more at Rentwith.com.
Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. It's a fantastic Indiegogo campaign. Check out INDIEGOGO.com. Search Portable Solar Charger Auto Tracking Mount. Amazing Kickstarter project, a lean, green tracking machine. It's also a portable solar charger. They've got some great rewards over there. You can help these guys for as little as $1. Come on, everybody's got $1. Alexandria, Ohio is where this is based. Dave Weaver is back with us. He's a retired Coast Guard warrant engineer, and he likes to make things, mostly yard toys for granddaughters. He makes air cannons, roller coasters, water balloon launchers, and anything that will help keep them coming back on the weekends. You love those girls. And water balloon launcher, it's an amazing invention. However, it is fantastic that he's wanting to help out the environment here. He's always had a fascination with solar power, both active and passive, so much that he's converted his barn into a giant passive solar absorber that is amazing. We've seen it. It's amazing. Good stuff. He's constructed a polycarbonate wall with aluminum extended frame 6 inches in front of the garage door, but flush with the exterior. When the temperature in the void exceeds 90 degrees, the garage door opens, exposing a wall of black corrugated steel. The heat is more than sufficient to heat the workplace. Propane heater takes the chill off the very cold days. It's a great marketing campaign, and we thank you for supporting that. Check out Indiegogo.com and search for the Polar Solar Charger. And thanks for listening to us here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Find the perfect gift for the man in your life is not always easy to do. I want to tell you about wrenchwear.com. Wrenchwear.com offers unique and very special gifts for the gearheads and fishermen you know and love. They have plates, bowls, utensils, jewelry, cups, glasses, and more. Do you want to give a present that'll be remembered and actually used by the man in your life? Then you need to visit wrenchwear.com today. Wrenchwear.com. Free shipping on orders over $25 in the United States.
Welcome back to the big broadcast. It is the fantastic Sunday edition of the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Show. Live today on K-Rox Radio, also wildbunchradio.com in Europe. 99.9 KRQR The Crow in Dallas, Texas. As well as the Starcom Radio Network, which is 20 plus AM FM stations across the country and around the world. And AMFM247.com, our good friends at iHeartRadio, and WDSP-FM 1019 Fox FM, the Carolinas' pure hard rock station, once again, doing the damn thing with us. And I'm Jigman Freud, or as, what is it? The head jigger in charge, I think is a good one. That'll work. 2 to 4 Central, 3 to 5 Eastern, 12 to 2 Pacific, and 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.net. Live video on Ustream. Tune in today on Radio Xenu. I'm going to check the Radio Xenu chat room. They always encourage me, oh, we need you in the chat room. Go to the chat room. Well, once again, there's no activity in the chat room. So I don't know why I'm in that frickin' chat room, but I'm there. So I can keep, Pip and everybody happy over there. The fact that I'm bitching about it probably not making them too happy, but that's fine too. Now, if you want to get a hold of us on YouTube, we've posted the Phil Bakke interview. I know I'm saying his name wrong, but we're posting that, and then we're going to be posting clips from the rest of the show today on the website over there at JiggyJaguar.net. So if you want to go over and say hello and check that out, you can do so. Now, you guys, I want you guys to do a couple songs for us here. What's the first one gonna be called, and what is there a story behind this?
The first one that we're going to do is So This World Could Game.
Okay.
And there is an amazing story that we'd love to share about it.
Okay.
With you. I have worked in nursing and private home health care.
That's cool.
Since 2000, and I had the honor of taking care of a retired colonel from World War II.
Wow.
For
That's
3
cool.
years, and the song is my tribute to him. May he rest in peace. And also, it's my tribute to all of our military and service people out there who put their lives and their for our safety on the line every day.
That's cool.
And it's called So This World Could Game.
Okay, ready, Freddy?
Ready?
You
awesome.
Thank you.
That is fantastic.
Well,
Now,
thanks to all of our military and our police and our ambulance and all of them too. We can't forget them.
that's cool. Well, we're going to be doing. I will have to say that I want to try to have you on as many of our damn Concerts for a Cause and some of our shows as possible, because you guys would fit in with all sorts of different things. So that.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
That is.
I think you take that as a compliment.
Yes, I would. Now, you guys are performing around the area. I know that when you recently played at Pizzacco's, you guys. Did you guys have a new CD, or is that the old CD that you were out there?
That's the first one, yeah.
That's the 12 long. That's the one that we are actually promoting right now. That song that I just did is on that one, and also the very first song that I did for you, The Last Tear I Cried.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are putting this new CD together. When is that actually going to be available? Is that going to be something you're putting out next year? Or?
It is something that is available as of right now.
Okay.
It's just on limited quantities right now, so we're struggling with the production of it as far as mass production.
Yeah.
So we haven't done any advertising via internet or social media, so to speak. It's all just kind of word of mouth right now, and just people who've known it was coming out that were wanting it and kind of been passing the word around.
But I think for the second album, we're going to have something better work out here, because we want to put it on iTunes and try to make a bigger venues for market that on the market for that CD. So I do really, but like I said, we are on our own. So
that's cool. Hey, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are putting the music out there and getting things going and doing all that cool stuff.
Well, we're very blessed, and I have to just say a big shout out to all, and you all will know who you are, to all of the musicians and people in this industry that have just taken us under their wing and advised us and walked us through steps on this, so that we didn't just go out and just do a terrible thing. With a little bit of structure that's helped a lot.
But if there are some producers out there just hearing us, hey, hello, we have the pen ready.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Hello.
There is talent here.
Now, you guys are playing mostly in this area, or are you guys planning on traveling? Are you doing anything in Wichita or any of these places? Or?
Well, we haven't played very much in this area, but I mean, we haven't played in Wichita, in Sun City, Sharon, Kansas. We
Sun
tried to
City,
go.
where the hell is that?
Busters.
Have I
in the middle of nowhere?
Have I missed?
Busters fans out there might be listening.
Have I missed this town, Sun City?
That's basically all it is a bar.
It's basically actually like a ghost town, but there is a famous bar there.
Ghost town.
I swear.
It is. It's a very famous bar, Busters, and that's the name of the original owner. And it's just kind of a neat community out there. Very agricultural, very farming.
That's
very
awesome.
ranching. So it's kind of a neat place to play. And we played at Sharon, Kansas a few times, which that is where Martina McBride is from. And actually, her mom and sister and dad were at a show one time. And
Wow, that's cool.
congratulated me and told me thank you. So that was pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Yes, I knew a guy by the name, and I knew a guy. He's still alive, but he just doesn't live in this area. Nick Grimm, who used to do the Warfare Extreme cage fights, he dated Martina McBride at one time before she got famous. So,
very cool.
Yes, it's.
From what I understand, there was a lot of guys in this little town, in this little state that wanted to date Miss Martina McBride.
And only he was the winner.
That's right. Nick Grimm, or as I call him, Nicolas Cage. So,
there you go.
there you go, see? Now, what's the next tune that we're going to hear from you guys? Because we've got time to do another one before we take another break.
Well, if you want, we can
I
do
mail?
I mailed for you. That's another one that we're
Okay.
playing off of this new
Is there a story behind this song?
It's just kind of a love song. You meet that person that just melts you and just makes you weak at the knees, gives you the butterflies in your tummy. So that's kind
So essentially, hold on. I had something. The door opened in my head. Here we go. So essentially, you can have this song where you fall in love, and then you can get angry later when the relationship goes south and put them.
Isn't it beautiful? It's like being drunk in one CD. You go from tears to laugh to anger. You know.
Absolutely right, and that's just me. That's a normal way.
that is fantastic. It's like the circle of life.
Zimba.
There you go.
That I did try to do on this album was show all the different motions.
That's great.
Motions, because I think we all have them as human beings, and sometimes I think women get kind of picked on for having them.
We can say that is a bipolar CD.
That's a bipolar CD. That's awesome. Okay, well, take it away. This is I've heard this song once or twice that you guys have done this live, so this is awesome. Fantastic.
Thank you. I love doing that song. It's kind of a fun one.
So, well, in what order, as far as the music? When did that song come along for you guys?
That was probably one of the fourth or fifth songs that I've written. I'm up to about 70 some songs right now.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm trying to set my goals for Dolly Parton. I'd like to strive for achievement. She wrote over 3,000 songs, and I think that would just be a personal goal accomplished if I could ever make it there.
Well, see, the songs doesn't have any order. I mean, sometimes she comes over and is like, well, I have this, and maybe it's just the first part of a song, and then it's like, well, I don't know, nothing comes over, and then another one pops out, but maybe we finish that one, and then we come back to the other one. So basically there is no, I mean, it's like inspiration. I mean, I don't know.
Pure out inspiration.
But some of the songs really, really are like, you come up with the idea really, really fast. I mean, like, you can do it in 20 minutes and it's going to sound perfect. And some others, you're working with them for years and it's like, I don't know, something. So I don't know.
3 years right now is the longest I've worked on a song so far.
Yeah.
And that was the So This World Could Gain. That one took me quite a while. Now this song that we just did, I think that one came together in less than an hour. Just boom, there it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's just kind of crazy sometimes. You know, you think, well, what am I even working on this song for? If it doesn't come easy, then just let it go. But then there's ones that just kind of nag at you. And it's like, no, this song has something to say, and I'm not giving it up until I get what I want in there. You know, I'm just stubborn enough for that, I guess.
That's awesome. Well, let's do this. We're going to take a quick time out here. When we come back, we're going to continue chatting with our two fantastic guests. I can't wait for you guys to get an entire band together because you guys sound damn impressive, just the two of you. I can't even think about having a full band. That would be fantastic. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we've got more, so stay tuned here to the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Back here in a few moments.
Live entertainment at the Cotillion Ballroom. Friday, November 14th. A&E star Big Smo. Big Smo, country rock hiccup. Living the real life. Friday, November 14th, laying down the big beats, it's Big Smo.
Hey, it's a party over here. Bring your people to the other side. Take them back roads, you might want to bring your other ride.
The Backwoods Whiskey Tour comes to Wichita.
No matter where this road may go, no matter how far from my
Big Smo with Hayden Carpenter. Friday, November 14th. Never miss a show. Visit our no service fee box office. Buy online at thecotillion.com. Use our Facebook page. Use the Cotillion iPhone app available on iTunes. Call 316-722-4201. Friday, November 14th. It's Big Smo at the Cotillion Ballroom.
Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. Kayla was on her way to the first day of school in Jacksonville, Florida. Monday morning when she was hit head-on by a driver with a suspended license. She worked 3 jobs all summer to buy her car and only got to drive it for 2 days. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt, but please be careful on the roads. There are a lot of new students out there on their way to and from school. GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. Check it out today. It's GoFundMe.com/firstdayrec. We'll spell it for you. GoFundMe.com/FIRSTDAYWRECK. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Looking for a new place to rent in Australia? Whether you're looking for a home for your vacation, your international travels, or if you're a student, searching for your ideal new home just became easier. Rentwith.com is your ultimate rental searching tool and will show you only the best accommodation on offer in any Australian city or suburb, whilst tailoring to your specific budget and requirements. From apartments and villas to houses and beyond, you can be sure that Rentwith.com will point you in the direction of your dream home. Put your feet up in the Down Under, holiday homes, student units, and more at Rentwith.com.
Listen to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience each and every Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Here's what national radio show host Ed Till had to say about Jiggy Jag.
You think I don't feel stupid talking to somebody named some, like some nickname? People call themselves nicknames. Okay, so the nickname is now reading.
Here's what others are saying about the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar experience each and every Sunday on RadioZenu.com. Check them out online at RadioZenu.com.
It was like helping a retarded child read Tom Sawyer. It was so sad. Now
that's Sunday afternoons on RadioZenu.com. Let's talk about one of our great marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. It's a fantastic Indiegogo campaign. Check out INDIEGOGO.com. Search Portable Solar Charger Auto Tracking Mount. Amazing Kickstarter project, a lean, green tracking machine. It's also a portable solar charger. They've got some great rewards over there. You can help these guys for as little as $1. Come on, everybody's got $1. Alexandria, Ohio is where this is based. Dave Weaver is back with us. He's a retired Coast Guard warrant engineer, and he likes to make things, mostly yard toys for granddaughters. He makes air cannons, roller coasters, water balloon launchers, and anything that will help keep them coming back on the weekends. You love those girls. And water balloon launcher, it's an amazing invention. However, it is fantastic that he's wanting to help out the environment here. He's always had a fascination with solar power, both active and passive, so much that he's converted his barn into a giant passive solar absorber that is amazing. We've seen it. It's amazing. Good stuff. He's constructed a polycarbonate wall with aluminum extended frame 6 inches in front of the garage door, but flush with the exterior. When the temperature in the void exceeds 90 degrees, the garage door opens, exposing a wall of black corrugated steel. The heat is more than sufficient to heat the workplace. Propane heater takes the chill off the very cold days. It's a great marketing campaign, and we thank you for supporting that. Check out Indiegogo.com and search for the Polar Solar Charger. And thanks for listening to us here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Find the perfect gift for the man in your life is not always easy to do. I want to tell you about Wrenchware.com. Wrenchware.com offers unique and very special gifts for the gearheads and fishermen you know and love. They have plates, bowls, utensils, jewelry, cups, glasses, and more. Do you want to give a present that'll be remembered and actually used by the man in your life? Then you need to visit Wrenchware.com today. Wrenchware.com. Free shipping on orders over $25 in the United States.
Live entertainment at the Cotillion Ballroom. It's the second annual Thanksgiving Throwdown. A night this big needs 2 headliners, Trampled Underfoot and Moreland and Arbuckle. Don't miss this last chance holiday weekend concert and the farewell performance from Trampled Underfoot. 8 p.m. Friday, November 28th. Doors open at 7.
I don't know what to do. I've been thinking about you.
Now, this is music. The second annual Thanksgiving Throwdown. Trampled Underfoot and Moreland and Arbuckle. 2 headliners, 1 great night.
Creeping down some county highway, living just outside.
Never miss a show. Visit our no-service fee box office. Buy online at thecotillion.com. Charge by phone 316-722-4201. Use our Facebook page or our iPhone app, available now on iTunes. 50-plus years of musical fun. The Cotillion Ballroom. Friday, November 28th, second annual Thanksgiving Throwdown. Moreland and Arbuckle and Trampled Underfoot at the Cotillion Ballroom.
Now back to the Jiggy Jaguar Experience, starring comedian James Davis.
Live entertainment at the Cotillion Ballroom. Friday, November 14th. A&E star Big Smoke. Big Smoke, country rock hiccup. Living the real life.
With the birdies, ready to get dirty. This ain't a song for you if you asleep at 7.
Friday, November 14th, laying down the big beats. It's Big Smoke.
Hey, it's a party over here. Bring your people to the other side. Take them back roads. You might want to bring your other ride.
The Backwoods Whiskey Tour comes to Wichita.
No matter where this road may go, no matter how far from mine.
Big Smoke with Hayden Carpenter. Friday, November 14th. Never miss a show. Visit our no-service fee box office. Buy online at thecotillion.com. Use our Facebook page. Use the Cotillion iPhone app, available on iTunes. Call 316-722-4201. Friday, November 14th. It's Big Smoke at the Cotillion Ballroom.
Hell of a deal. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience, live as live can get on Radio Xenu. Also, coast to coast and border to border all over 148.ca, 92.3 FM and AM 1670 in Casper, Wyoming. AMFM247.com, which I always like to give I always like to go over and give the actual stations for AMFM247.com. They add new stations constantly. Those guys are Stuart Wiener and the crew over there. They do an amazing job of. I think they're buying radio stations. I think is what's going on. They're just going out and buying stations that Clear Channel and all the lovely fun places get rid of. But if you want to get a hold of us, tune in as well. We enjoy being on TuneIn. Tampa, Florida, 1630 a.m. Of course, our good friends in Macon, Georgia, 8:10 a.m. Lancaster, Pennsylvania at 1640 a.m. Las Vegas, Nevada, yes indeed, 107.1 FM. Boulder, Colorado at 100.7 FM. And, of course, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of the Brewers, 104.1. And iHeartRadio as well. Next, let's see, 26th. The October 26th, which is going to be in about 4 weeks, we will be at Paulie's Productions in Wichita, Kansas for a big live remote. We've got Damian Styles and Ballistic going to be coming by. Also, the infamous Mike Game, Michael Gooseby will be in the building. Funniest man in America, Terrence Hayes, will be gracing our lovely studios as well. Israel will be back. I don't know where the hell Israel is today. I think really all we're ever going to get out of Israel is if I go to Wichita, Kansas, that guy will show up and do the radio show. If we're not in Wichita, I don't see him coming here. But who knows? If you want to get a hold of us on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Jiggy Sunday. That's our official Facebook page for the Sunday radio program. We're also going to be doing, as everybody knows, our live remotes in Wichita are all named after old Huey Lewis songs. I don't know why, but our next live remote is nicknamed Hip to Be Square. So if you want to see, I love Huey Lewis. My goal at some point is to interview Huey Lewis. I don't think it's ever going to happen because of his tour manager, or is not a tour manager, but his publicity people told me he's an asshole, so I don't know if that'll ever happen. But we're going to be joined by Lee Hightower from Paulie's Productions that day. Damian Styles and Mr. Serenade and Ballistic will be in the building, and special appearances by Israel, Mike Game, Dayon Davis, and the funniest man in America, Mr. Terrence Hayes. So it should be fun. 2 to 4 Central, 1119 West Douglas. This is Sunday, October 26th. So this will be a heck of a deal. And also, Mr. 2000 will be in the building. That just announced. Hopefully he shows up on time. Last time he showed up an hour after we got off the air. And he was like, "What? How come you guys aren't on the air anymore?" Well, let's see, because it's 2 to 4. We get off the air at 4. But that is that. Why am I playing the cha-cha music again? Nobody does cha-cha. You guys could do cha-cha music, I think, and get away with it. That would be cha-cha music. Now, as I said earlier, when we were talking to Phil Bakke, I am Jiggy Jag, the Ugly American. I don't know a heck of a lot about things overseas, but I will have to say that I am very excited because we are negotiating to potentially bring to Hutchinson, Kansas next summer Lucha Libre professional wrestling, if you can believe that.
That's popular in Mexico.
Yes, very much so. I find this odd, and I will bring this up since you are of Latin descent. Maybe you'll be able to explain this to me.
Okay.
I love Lucha Libre. If you watch Lucha Libre on TV, you see all the arenas are packed. They're selling masks on the street down there. Even you said it without me even having to say anything. Oh, it's very popular down in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go to any Mexican shops in the U.S., especially the ones here in Hutchinson, and I ask them about Lucha Libre, they look at me like an idiot and act like they have no clue what the hell I'm talking about. Is it because they don't expect me to come in the door and know anything about Lucha Libre, or what the hell's going on down there?
I don't know. I do really believe it's because it's a very local deal. I mean, the people that lives here already in United States, they are already kind of have the touch of the North American. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't listen or they don't see very much about the things that we have in Mexico. Lucha Libre, it's very, very popular for the people is there. It's just very much like the soccer. You know, soccer
in Mexico
is like, wow.
People in the United States have no clue about soccer, but down there in Mexico, they love the hell out of it.
And the Mexicans that has been living here for years, or they born here from they have Mexican parents, but they born in United States, they don't have that culture, that idea. But if you go to Mexico City, oh my God, it's like Lucha Libre and soccer is one of the main things. I mean, by the way, I mean, I like Lucha Libre, but the old one, I like El Santo.
El Santo, that's right. The
Blue Demon.
That's right. Oh my God, we could get into a conversation about Lucha Libre here.
Oh yeah.
You know Blue Demon, you know El Santo. Awesome.
Yeah. And I like soccer too. One of my favorite teams is Cruz Azul. So if somebody there is listening,
I know about soccer because I know Carlos Valderrama from Brazil. He's got the big wild hair.
Oh yeah, El Pibe.
Yeah,
El Pibe Valderrama.
Yes. Pele does the damn Subway commercials now. I don't know what
Pele and El Pibe Valderrama. Yeah, they all end up doing TV commercials. Like, I don't know.
That's awesome. Yes, El Santo was a movie star in Mexico too.
Huge, and actually the movies he used to make now they have them in France. In France, is part of a museum now.
Oh, really?
They consider these kind of movies like a jewel, like a diamond of movie era. I don't know.
Wow.
But they were popular. They were very, very bad. But I like them though.
See, that's the thing. I've seen some of them on YouTube, and they're it's a bunch of guys in lucha masks running around doing things.
Yeah.
Santo running around in a suit. And,
I know. And then you have like El Santo versus the vampire woman, and it's like, okay, but it was. Well,
the vampire woman, I think I dated her one time.
And you know what? The thing is a classic. It's a classic. If you go to Mexico, like, have you seen the El Santo movies or Blue Demon movies? It's like, oh yeah. I mean, everybody has seen those, and it's a classic. It's like, yeah.
See, I always thought they did a what the hell was it? The Jack Black movie, Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
I think it's the character in the movie is Ramses, and it's played by oh God, I always thought it should have been played by Dr. Wagner from Lucha Libre.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's his cousin. Oh God, what the hell was his name?
I don't remember, and I watched the movie.
Yes, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of that particular. I'm gonna find out who this guy is once we get off the air and you're gone, like an idiot that I am. but I know that in Mexico they have AAA wrestling,
yes,
which is Conan's group, yes, and then they have CMLL, and CMLL is out of Arena, Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what the hell is the deal? Arena Mexico and CMLL. I've noticed over the years CMLL is kind of gone down the crapper over the last couple of years. A lot of you don't really hear about them much anymore. You hear more AAA than anything.
Why? Because AAA, a very, very huge network in Mexico named Televisa is the one that puts the money for them.
Televisa Deportes.
Exactly. Televisa Network puts the money for the AAA. So they have more production.
Oh,
and
so they're funding.
Exactly.
Oh.
And CLL is like more like it was the original one actually.
Yes.
And the El Santo,
that's
Blue
what El
Demon,
Santo, Blue Demon,
Huracán Ramírez,
yes,
El Perro Aguayo. They came
Perro
from
Aguayo,
that.
all of them. Yes.
And then they opened the AAA that is more theater and more cartoon.
It's more like WWE.
Exactly. So they put this music, and here comes the guy like all cocky.
They've got the AAA loves their midgets.
Yeah, they have that kind of.
They have as they refer to them in Mexico as exotics. What we refer to them in the United States as transsexuals.
Exactly.
Cheese, all that crap.
See, that's what I'm saying. They are making it more like a circus than it's a lucha libre. I mean, it's just like no. And the original lucha libre, I think, is gone now because when you have like I said, El Santo, Blue Demon, Huracán Ramírez, all those ones in the 60s. 70s were like real fighters.
Now you got guys like La Parca. There's two of them. There's the original, which is La Parca or L.A. Park. I think he can be La Parca now.
Yeah.
And then there's the fake La Parca, which is what was it? La Parca Jr.?
La Parca Jr.
I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Exactly. I know. I know. And you used to have Latin Lover. It was a guy named Latin
Lover.
Exactly.
Who got on the Mexican Dancing with the Stars at one time.
Exactly. And he won. He won the contest.
Oh, he won. I didn't know he actually won Mexican Dancing with the Stars.
And then he jumped to the TV shows, and now he's in an ugly I'm sorry, but I have to say this. People, if you're listening to me in Mexico, if you watch that show of Sabadazo on Saturdays where this guy is at, I mean, seriously.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry, but I feel sorry for you.
Feel sorry for
really
you.
bad. Really bad.
And then there's Perros de Mal in AAA with Perro Aguayo and
Perro Aguayo, and I think at one point it was a guy named
Joe Leader's in their group. Octagon. Yes, indeed. And then of course there's my favorite Minnie, and he's like a celebrity all over the planet, Mascarita Sagrada.
Mascarita Sagrada, yeah. Because the original Mascara Sagrada now is somewhere else. I think he's in here in the United States.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
I love the little tiny Mascarita Sagrada. The other guys, there's two guys, and they were in AAA, and I don't know what the hell they were actually called. But they dressed up like chupacabras.
Oh, I think I have seen them, but I don't know.
Yes, the little tiny guy.
And then you have a guy that is dressed like a clown, and I think his name is.
Oh, yes. And then of course there's the Psycho Clowns, the Psycho Circus.
I know about the
I've always thought that the Psycho Circus, if they were ever to come to the United States, they'd be the biggest damn things here. Because they dress up like clowns, and everybody loves clowns. I always thought the Psycho Circus should have wrestled with Juggalo Championship Wrestling, which is the Insane Clown Posse's wrestling company.
I know.
And, let's see, who else down there? Who else down there they have in Mexico? There's this guy, and he's in, and me and Cousin Chris from Jiggy Jag TV. We love watching. Chris can't stand the guy, but they beat the hell out of him all the time. Joe Leader.
Oh,
this guy gets beat up constantly, going through tables, falling off cages. Anytime you want to beat the hell out of some Mexican, bring out Joe Leader. I don't know what the deal is.
You want a piñata.
They beat the hell out of him constantly. And a couple weeks ago, I was watching AAA, and he had joined Perros de Mal. And I'm like, well, okay, they've jumped the shark. It's about over for that group. It's like, what are you doing here? And let's see, what else is there in?
There was one that was very, very famous for a while. And now he is here. He is in the
Mystico. He is back in. He is back in Mexico.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
He wrestles for AAA, and they named him Mystices or something.
I don't know, something, but when he was in Mexico, it was El Místico, and everybody was in love with El Místico.
People loved the hell out of that guy.
El Místico.
And he left CMLL and went to WWE, and they named him Sin Cara.
Sin Cara, yeah.
And then he ended up leaving WWE, going back to Mexico, and they still have a Sin Cara in WWE, but it's a guy by the name of Hunico. Portrays the Sin Cara character, and but Mystico is back in AAA, and also another guy who is back in AAA. He's in the United States. He was known as Alberto Del Rio, but that was the old Dos Caras Jr. I don't know if you remember Dos Caras Jr. at all.
I do.
Yes. He had a failed stint in an MMA fight in Japan against Mirko Krokop. He had to wear his mask, and he got kicked in the head, and that was the end of it for him. Oops. But oops. But I think that is so awesome that you know about AAA and Lucha Libre and professional wrestling down there in Mexico.
I'm going to tell you something that my mom says. My mom says is like, I don't know how, but you have so much information in your brain.
Hey, I have been told that by many people. I have references to the 50s and the 60s that I'll throw out at people, and they're like, "How the hell did you learn all this crap?"
Yeah, and then my mom is.
I hit it up great. She's the same way. It's like you ask her about anything, and she could just it's like you just open up the sources.
Ask me about
this. And then she's just like, right there. Here's what Adriana told me.
That's awesome.
The Simpsons, from cartoons, from garbage information to really cultural information.
Now of course, I cannot end a Lucha Libre conversation with apparently someone who knows a hell of a lot about Lucha Libre. I'll tell you, we could sit around with popcorn and watch AAA for 3 hours and be entertained as hell.
Yeah, I like that though.
Now, the guy, and I don't know if it's because I'm a bodybuilding fan or what it is. The guy couldn't wrestle a lick. He knew a clothesline and a body slam, and I think you probably know what I'm talking about. Gronda.
No. He was very much like another guy that named El Vampiro Canadiense.
Oh yes, Vampiro.
Exactly, and they were like, okay, I don't think the talent is there. But the face and the body, yes, it was there.
Gronda he was in AAA, and then he left AAA and went to CMLL, and they renamed him Gronda Triple X because of course, Antonio Pena owned his name. And then they stuck some other guy in the Gronda outfit.
Yeah.
I interviewed at one point and it was actually on this Sunday radio show at one point, or we aired it on the Sunday radio show. I interviewed Conan at one time. I asked him, I said, I got a question. I said, I don't understand this crap. I said, in Mexico, if somebody leaves, like with Gronda or La Parca or somebody, and they leave, and they just stick some other guy in the outfit, and the Mexicans are like, okay, it's La Parca, let's cheer him like he's La Parca.
Well, you can see his face.
And he's like, well, in Mexico, people fall in love with the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
In the United States, there's no way in the United States that we could take some random guy and name him Hulk Hogan, and people would know who they would immediately go, that's not Hulk Hogan, that's some other guy you've named Hulk Hogan. But in Mexico, yes, if we put some scrub off the street in the La Parca gimmick, and we say, okay, he's La Parca now, all these little Mexican girls are going to be like, La Parca!
Yeah,
no!
That's a catch, because you can't see the face, so you can put whoever.
Anybody you want.
Even though, if you take the mask out of for example, La Parca, let's say that.
Yes.
You take the mask off, and it's like, you see him, and it's like, oh my god, no, he's not hot anymore.
Mystico, after Mystico left and went to WWE, they came up with another Mystico down there in CMLL. And it was like I don't know who it was, but they referred to him as Mystico 2 or Mystico Jr. or something. I don't think the guy ever really got over. But yes, this is fantastic. I might just have you back on at one point. We'll just talk wrestling for 2 hours.
Sure.
Have you come on and talk wrestling?
No problem.
Because we used to do a wrestling show, and me and Cousin Chris and Mike Game would get into all sorts of arguments over all sorts of things. Cousin Chris from Jiggy Jag TV. He sort of likes Lucha Libre. He doesn't quite understand it. He doesn't understand why they have that match in AAA where they all put him in a steel cage and they all got to get the hell out of there. And the last guy left in the ring gets his head shaved.
Yeah.
But I've never understood that part of it. But he's never understood that part of Lucha Libre. But and then there's I watched a documentary at one point about Lucha Libre, and you mentioned this kind of earlier. In the fact that it's all sort of local, and there's like little towns that have their own little Lucha Libre, and at one point, I guess that's how that whole thing started.
Yeah, well, it was like more local, and then, I don't know, between the 1940s, I guess, it begins to be more popular.
Yeah.
And then when the Santo went in the big screen, playing this kind of hero, there was no fantasy. It was just a real person,
Yes.
And I think that made the Lucha Libre more popular, because in that movies you have El Santo and Blue Demon. That was the couple that was like emblem for this kind of movies.
Yeah.
And they were famous, and then they were wrestling too.
Yeah.
So you go to see them because it's the same ones you see in the movies, and it's like, oh yeah, there is El Santo and there is Blue Demon. So they became to be more and more famous, and I think during the 90s is when the AAA was more bigger, and then it kind of went down.
Then of course they went downhill because all the everybody left and went to WCW. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, all of them.
Exactly.
They all left. Let's get the hell out of Mexico. I heard that Teddy Hart, who he wrestles off and on for AAA, I heard that he gets paid $25 a night down there.
I don't think so. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But
I'm like, get the hell out of here! You were talking about $4 at Pizzacco's earlier. you actually are getting paid more money than Teddy Hart gets paid in AAA.
I will tell them go make yourselves as singers.
That's right. Get the hell out of wrestling and go be a singer.
Yeah. No, but I make that joke that when you are like in a box.
Oh yeah, like I'm coming into a boxing arena.
120 pounds from Plevna, Kansas.
That's awesome.
Exactly. She picks on me.
I love her to death.
There you go. Now, what do we have left? I know that you guys have a couple songs you want to do for us here. So,
okay.
What's going to be the next one that we're going to hear from you guys?
Well, we'll go ahead and maybe show you a little taste of what's going to happen on our second album with Rebound and Grace.
That's cool.
So this one here is called Tranquilizing Eyes. In the river
awesome.
Thank you. See, I even write those love songs.
Look at that. I'm not to hurt him all the time. That's awesome.
Did you want us to do one more?
Yes, I want you to do one more, and I want you to do. I want to hear that song because that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. I think we ought to get you and the butt dial guy together, and we'll do a freaking amazing CD. So that's right.
Okay, here we go.
So here's Trump.
Hell yeah. The stuff you in my throat.
That is awesome. That is the coolest thing. That is the coolest thing that I have ever heard. Well, we're going to do this. We will see you next week, 2 to 4 Central, 3 to 5 Eastern, 12 to 2 Pacific on JiggyJaguar.net. If you want to check us out on Radio Xenu, you can do so as well. We're going to have all our video up on YouTube, and that will go to our website at JiggyJaguar.net as soon as we are off the air, and then we're going to have the podcast up in case you missed something or you want to hear something again. And I definitely want to have you guys back. This would be
sure.
I would love to have you guys on once a month if I could. If you've got if you've got that much material running around, I definitely want to have you back. And hell, we could
sure.
Next time you guys are here, I'm going to see if I can get Cousin Chris or Mike Game or somebody to show up, and we'll do a Lucha Libre wrestling conversation.
Sure, anytime. Anytime. Lucha Libre, soccer, whatever.
Bring somebody in so I have somebody to thumb wrestle.
I do have at one time, and I have to dig around for it. It's either somewhere here or somewhere in Salina in a storage unit. I had bought at one time a thumb wrestling game that had a ring and everything, and you put the thumbs in there. Yes.
Sweet action. I kind of consider myself the champion of rock, paper, scissors.
That's awesome. We might be able to find somebody to maybe challenge you. That would be great.
Okay,
you know,
I'm easy to entertain.
Well, that's that, and we'll see you next week here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Thanks, everybody.